Hello, this is Jan at 16, and today we have a special Dapol unboxing. Make it even more special, this is something I've been waiting for over 1 year now, probably a year and a half. It's a while since Dapol announced it, but anyway, here it is. Yes, the O-Gauge Class 08. Quite shocked when I saw this announced, and for the price is what shocked me. I've gone for the BR Black Early Crest 13240. You can also get BR Blue, 2BR Blue, sorry. You can get a black one unnumbered and a green one in late BR, a green one in late BR with wash stripe, and BR early without the wasp stripes. But I wanted the BR black just because I'm a BR fan and I've always liked black ones. I have got one double O gauge, which we'll probably have a look at a bit later on to just do a size comparison. But yeah, so here we go. Now, first thing with this, the packaging is really good. Also, I picked this one up from Derails.com. I'll put a link in the description, but I actually asked Derails if they could get me one a couple of weeks ago, probably 2 weeks ago now, and because I did have mine on order with Athens, but I thought I'll get it from Derails. It's my local model shop, and yes, they could get me one, so that was great. And yeah, so it's a really good price, £169. Like I said, the price was what shocked me. And yeah, let's have a look at it. So we got the old Dapol packaging, I'd say. Let's just slide that off carefully, and I'll take the box up so you can see. First of all, though, we have leaflet. Now this is repair sheet, I suppose. Dapol no quibble, 24-month repair warranty, which is quite good. That's good to have. And the other is Dapol O-Gauge Class 08 Locomotive Owner's Guide. So yeah, this is everything about how to maintain the loco. I was quite surprised actually when reading this that you really don't have to like lubricate the gears and everything. It says that somewhere on here that there's no special running in or lubrication is required, as our new generation locomotives have been designed with care to offer many years of service with minimal maintenance. So that's interesting. I didn't know Dapol actually done that. Where like the Hornby locos and that, they've always said maintenance like quite often, but I never have. I've got up to 150 locomotives, and the most I do to them, and the most I have done, is sometimes they get a bit sluggish. I just put a bit of oil on the gears. That's it. That's all I do. And I've never had other problems with locos, so that's all I do. So yeah, there's your owner's guide. Also shows you some places you can take screws off so you can take the wheels out. Also, it's nice to know that this part comes up to get access to the body. But anyway, the most important thing is the actual logo. So first of all, they've gone back to this foam packaging, which I find a bit weird because there was nothing wrong with the ice like block packaging. But I suppose they decided to go back with this. So you got this piece. Let's move that to the side. And then if we pour this piece out, I know it's not going to fall over. There we go. And here we go. There she is. The Dapol Class 08. I'll just bring the camera in for a closer look, but we'll get him out anyway and have a look at him. So yeah. very nice. The size is what gets me. I mean, I know it's 143, so what's Hornby Backman 176? Anyway, let's get it out the box. Now this is what I would say the most annoying thing to me is when trying to get out the box. Now the packaging is really snug, so the model don't get damaged, which is great. It just means it's a bit hard to actually get out of the box. And there we go. Now, what is that? Okay, so someone's actually broke off. I'm not quite sure where it's broke off. I'm guessing it's at the back. See, that's why I don't like this foam packaging, because it's just not as good as the ice block. Now, before we have a look at it, I just want to find out where this come off. Ah, right. It looks like it's the light from the top of the logo up here. Now, it should just push back in. Yeah, there we go. So it was this light at the top here. Good thing is that's the last time it's going in the box, because I've got a tray that I built to carry my stock. I don't know if I've done a video on it, but yeah, I built a tray for it. So yeah, first of all, let's put my hand. Well, there's my hand. Yeah, my hand's about the same size as the locomotive, if not the locomotive's a bit bigger. And yeah, so let's move the camera a little bit closer. Oops, sorry for the wobble there. Here we go. So this is the new Dapol Class 08 13240. Like I said, they've done different liveries and they are all great. This really makes me think, oh, I'm probably going to get another now. And I am looking at getting another. I'm not sure what livery yet. Probably green. But I might wait. They might do some more later on. However, one thing I probably should have mentioned, the price is going up. These models are going up by £30, I believe. Same as the Terriers did. The Terriers went from 169 to 192, which still good price for O gauge. But I don't like when the prices go up like that, because you are paying for exactly the same model. There's nothing changed later on. Maybe the packaging in the box, they might change that, but you never know. But yeah, so that's one thing I don't like, but I suppose it's still okay because it's a great price for what you're getting. The livery, well, there's not much to the livery, I suppose. You've got the crest up here, a little bit of writing down here, which I can't read, and then the number and a little dial here. Now, I'm not a massive Class 08 fan. I don't know what every bit of piping and stuff does. Same with any engine, any locomotive. That's not one thing I've really looked into. Unless I worked at the railway, I probably wouldn't know anyway. And there's the front. So you've got couplings. I'm not actually sure what these couplings are called. I'll get a closer look at them actually. So here's the coupling here. Someone asked me last night actually, could you do a video of coupling these locomotives up? You know, I might do that later on, because we will have a look at this loco down the shed in a bit as well on the actual layout, even though it's got to be freezing cold. So here's the linkage. Try and get that as best as I can without making it too dark. Again, some writing here. The camera's not going to pick that up. My eyes can't even pick it up. So that's something. But I suppose if I get a magnifying glass on it, I'll find out. You got the ladders at the front, of course. Really nice. And the doors open, which I knew that was going to happen on the models, because they do it on double O gauge, so why not do it on O gauge? And there's detail in that. There's actually a cab detail. I don't know how you're going to see that, but it is. If I can open the door a little bit, I can't. But you can just see there is cab detail, which really good. That's a nice feature. Also, you got the roof vent. Let me just stand up here. So you got a roof vent open. Very surprised you cannot close that. That is fitted into that position. This entire section from here to here lifts off. Now I'm not sure how. It said in the manual it does, but I've not looked into that. In fairness, I don't have to for any reason. I'm not turning this to a DCC locomotive. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is go and get the double O gauge version. And I didn't mention, but yes, you have sprung buffers. Of course you do, because it's O gauge. So yeah, I'll go and grab the other locomotive and be right back. Okay, so here we have 13029, and this is a Backman model. I picked this up second-hand off eBay a couple of years ago now. Amazingly, I actually paid £15 for the loco. I actually paid more than that, and when it came, it was damaged. It did not work. And I took it to Antics in Gloucester, and they repaired it for me back when I couldn't repair locos. And yeah, I got some money knocked off it. I told the eBay seller about it, and he said he was ever so sorry. He said it was working when he sent it. He's happy to refund me some money. So that's what he done, and he paid for the cost. So that's a great eBay user. This one's actually in a sorry state. The glass has come out the windows in the cab. When I was trying to repair the locomotive, well, find out the problem, not actually repair it. I found out the problem, but there's no way I could fix it. So yeah, the glass come out of the cab, and also you see the cab's not fitted properly. This will be. I just haven't had the time to get around and repairing the actual cab, the body, I should say, to this loco. But if we compare detail, now Backman do a really nice 08. However, I believe Hornby win when it comes to detail. Hornby have got the best class 08. So, it's exactly the same livery, just apart from the number. But you've not got the writing on the sides down here, right at the bottom. See? No writing down there. Same for the other side, but you have got the little dial on the side there. You have got the bars around the top here, which is the same on the O gauge. The whistle, or horn, or whatever you call it. Should we spin that run around up here? You can just about see that. So that's on that. That's good. Handrails on the cab, yes. You've got the ladder detail separately fitted around the front. Sprung buffers, of course. You got the details, but you have not got the lamp hooks on the front of this one. Well, on the O gauge we have, you can just see here, there's lamp hooks. So that's not on the double O gauge. I don't know how old this Backman model is. I would say it's early 2000s. So it's not the latest one they do anyway. So some of the detail probably has changed over time. But it's closest I can get because I've only got 208, so I do need to get another. But this is what I have to deal with at the moment, because the other one I got is a Swallow livery Piccadilly, yeah, Hornby one, and it's not BR. It'd be nice to see this done in Swallow livery. I tell you what, if they do that, if Dapol do that, the Swallow livery is mine. I will get that one because it's my favourite livery on the second favourite, I should say, on the Class 08. This is my favourite livery, just for looks. Obviously, you got the couplings. These are the, plug-in ones. But yeah, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to take it down to the shed. It's got to be cold down there, so I'm going to wrap it first. And we will film the locomotive running. Okay, so here he is on the layout. This is my layout Marble Bridge. no update on this lately because nothing's changed. So yeah, I brought them down here. I've also brought a wagon for coupling up later on, just to show you how to couple up. One thing I will say, that light that came out earlier, I just put it back in the video, you saw that. It works. It actually come on. So I don't know how that's happened, because no wiring come out with it, but there you go, you can just see how it light up there. So I find that interesting. But yeah, directional lighting, I forgot to mention that, but we'll see that working now. So the light works at the back. So here we go. Let's start them up. This is very cold in here, so sorry for shaking. Nice and smooth. We'll stop him there because I want to bring him up to the freight dock or loading dock. And here we go. So notice the light on the front. Just want to see how slow we can run it. Okay, so that's okay. It's a bit lumpy, but not too bad. Let's back him up. Sorry for me a people in the background, everyone's going to work. It's quite early. So that's not bad. What we're going to do now is I might actually put the wagon on the bottom track just so I have room to place the camera. So let's take him back down. I'm using just a standard Hornby controller, as you know. A few people on Facebook yesterday, they said, oh, they're going to do an O gauge and didn't know they could use a Hornby controller. And also Dan at the Derails shop didn't know you could use a Hornby controller, but that's what I was told, and I have no problems with it. So yes, you can use a standard Hornby controller as long as it's DC, not DCC. So let's get somewhere near the wagon now. So what I'm going to do is put the camera down. Hopefully you can see the coupling. And I'm just going to get my... So I use tweezers now. Here's the tweezers here, just standard tweezers bought off eBay. Bought a pack of them for like $1.99. 4 different kinds come in a pack. This one is used for the couplings on the wagons. I will go to something else at a later date. So what I usually do is go underneath the train, like from, well, it'd be the other side, but the cameras are, so, and then just push down on it, lift it over the buffers, and then I should be able to, let's stand up and do it. Right, so, I mean, it's not too bad. What impresses me is when you got the older guys at the exhibitions doing this, who some old people struggle with eyesight, so very impressive. But there we go, coupled up, and this is actually the first truck he's ever pulled. There we go. Look at that. That's very good. And I'll just pull it into the cider. By the way, I brought the loco dome just in the lid of the Dapol box. A little bit easier than putting it back in the box, but yeah, like I said, it'll go onto my tray now that has all my O gauge wagons on for what I bring down here. However, because it's colder now in the winter, I probably won't be coming down as much. I'll still try and get as much work as I can done. So the main thing is, the one thing I was worried about, the loco runs a good slow speed for shunting, and it's got to do that because that's what the real thing does. So I'm really pleased with that, and considering this on analog, just analog DC, that is really good. There we go. And then just unhook it. There we go. Now the other coupling on the wagon is a 3-link coupling, by the way, so I prefer the 3-link than what these ones are. I'm not sure what they're called, but I'm sure someone can correct me, but there we go. So what I'm going to do now is just take some pictures of the locomotive, and I'll put them in the end of the video. But that's it for this unboxing of the O Gauge Class 08 by Dapol. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. That 1 from 10 is just the packaging on the box, because it did damage the light. I don't know how it done it, but the light works. Now that's pretty impressive. So I won't glue it in because that might interfere. Just make sure it don't come off when bringing it down the shed for running. But it should be alright. So yeah, it's a 9 out of 10 for me, but that is purely on the packaging of the box. Everything with the locomotive itself is stunning. It's well worth the money, well worth the wait, because I've waited a long time for this. And it is a stunning locomotive. Everything about it is perfect. Now, like I said earlier on, I'm no expert on the Class 08, but it looks to what I've seen, so it looks like the ones I've seen in real life. And yeah, so I'm going to go take some pictures of this now. I'm freezing cold, so I'll take it back up in the house, and I got to do another layout update. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and more coming soon. So I'll take some pictures and see you next time. Bye.